Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Liz on Lucky Street. So I'm going to jump right in and give you fair warning. This may be long. So don't say I didn't tell you so. I got a lot to go through. And I'm going to start with the ephemera. So this was a custom order. So it's already spoken for. This sweet lady, she's been so patient, that ordered this. She had a couple requests, so I tried to fulfill those as best I could, and I think it turned out amazing, better than anything I could hope for. It's beautiful. Like all of the elements she wanted, they came together really well. She did a really good job picking everything out. So let's go for the ephemera. All right, so if there's any digitals, I'm going to try to remember to give a shout out to the artist and link them below. Here's the envelope made from some antique paper, 1700s, collaged with wallpaper. There's some fun stuff inside, antique music paper. My original thing, like, she really likes the old architecture and medieval style. I was going to collage a lot of elements, like from the dictionary, that were along that theme and collage it into it. It just didn't work out that way. It kind of morphed. They always morph into something else. So I tucked them in there. There's also a pocket in the back made from an old postcard, a French postcard with a little tag in it. So she can journal on that. Here's another kind of wraparound style. This is from printables from Luna Rosu. So this one just folds out. It's a piece of ledger. The ledger book that I had bought, someone did use it to try to press leaves. So there's grunge, like this grungy stuff all in the middle of it. And sometimes you can see some leaf imprints, sometimes not, but that's what that stain is. There is a pocket right here. So she can tuck something away in there, have it like a little secret tuck spot. Another one made from antique ledger. I did some embossing on that with some wallpaper, and there's some fun goodies in here. Okay, this I used a antique office brand. This is just a bunch of papers from some of my different like onion skin ledger books. I have 7 or 8 of the ledger books, so I tried to put some from each book in here for some variety. So they're always so fragile when you get them. This is like an Amity Bloom wallpaper that I printed on vellum, and there's some cutouts from a book, some angel type cutouts. So I put those in the envelope for her and just kind of snazzied up the envelope a little bit. Here is an antique, this is like a little folder, but it's an antique, oh my goodness, office folder. I forgot what the name is for an office folder. Let's call it an office folder. So I did collage like some wallpaper and fabric pieces on it, and I collaged the back too. And inside I put the first couple pages of the book that she sent me, because she sent me some books that she wanted me to turn into journals for her. This is the book. These are the pages from it. So by the time she wanted to incorporate some of the pages, but it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Like I kept adding and adding. It's like the never-ending story of journals, which is always fun though. Here's some gold embossing on this envelope, and some wallpaper, and some fun old pictures in there. I'm gonna apologize if the light is terrible. I'm recording this in the evening. I'm usually work long days. So this is like a ephemera folder, but it's made from antique French wallpaper, and on the top I just put some vintage glassine on it to kind of give it a little sheen and protect it a little bit. I like the way it feels, really good too. So here's another vintage glassine. It's a little baby envelope, and some stuff in the pocket. There's a sheet of the stamps, front and back. Here's an antique deed. This paper is nice and thick. Oh, it's like kind of ripping around the corners from being folded and unfolded so much. But it is nice and thick, so it's good to make tags, or if you want to use it as an envelope, an ephemera folder, collage, or if she wants to journal on it and kind of tuck it back in here, of course that's fine too. Let's see if I can get this in here without ripping it. Where did the stamps go? There we go. Okay. And I used an old office brad again on the back and just put a bunch of bits in here, like old receipts, some checks, like pieces from ledgers that kind of, like, you know how there's miscellaneous paper that fall out of ledgers when you get them. So there's a whole stack of these. All right. So that's the ephemera folder. And this, so this cover is a printable from Ruby and Pearl XO. I just took it and folded it in half, snazzied it up with some gold, like gilding paint, and I did another one of those fabric sampler swatches. I've done this with an envelope, a long envelope, and they always turn out really fun and cool, and they all look so different depending on what kind of fabrics, or if you want to use wallpaper or whatever. They always turn out so different. All right, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make it quick, you guys. All right, so here's the journal. So I didn't do anything spectacular to the outside. I reinforced it, of course, because I sewed the signatures right into the spine. It is as it was when it was sent to me, at least the outside is. The inside is a different story. And like I said, it is popping at the, I'm trying to get that glare out of here, popping at the seams, so I didn't, let me hold it up like this while I go through the inside real quick. So there's 3 pockets up on the front cover. There is, this is the acetate with some collaging wallpaper. There's a authentic vintage tag there. Here's a little collage tag. There is an old French letter envelope with the letter in it. Sorry, I'm not gonna pull it out. I'm trying to do this one-handed so you guys don't have a crazy glare. And here's a fun tag that I did. So the tab of the tag, I tried to use my tab punch, and punch out the shape with acetate so I could put like different words and stuff cut out from books and whatnot. It got snagged on the corners. I don't know if you can see it, but it got a little snagged. So I'm gonna have to figure out like I need to sharpen it and perfect my process. But there's another little tag for, oh, that one right there. Okay, so again, I'm gonna mention any digitals, ledger. This I'm gonna have to link the shop below. She actually has some super cute, I'm going to try to focus in a little bit, you guys. She has some super cute, like ledgers with florals, and it looks like maybe she drew them on top of the ledger. I'm not sure, but they're so cute. Here's a pocket with some goodies, like extra bits. I like making tabs. This is like a vintage tag, but it's so thick and sturdy. It makes excellent tabs. Here's a, this is the antique stock certificate. Here's a little pocket with some antique lace. Some tags. And this is Amity Bloom. I'm so sorry about this. Oh, this lighting is terrible. Trying to see what I can do to kind of fix it here. It's just gonna, I'm sorry, it's just gonna have to do. All right, so this is a big belly band right here, and she did mention she likes there was some specific flowers like daisies and I think it was pansies that she likes. So I used a lot of envelopes. There's an old letter too. A lot of like collaging with envelopes, and I tried to put the excess, like if I didn't use it, I tried to put it back. Here is a tag from Ruby and Pearl XO. collage with some ledger. I think this was from the shop I was mentioning that the girl might draw on the ledger, but again, I'm not 100% sure. It just kind of looks like that to me. Here's the old envelope. As always, there's like tons of wallpaper. I've collaged everywhere. Tons of wallpaper I collaged, tons of ledger and old book pages. Here's some French postcards. And this is a pocket here. And then she could put like a little word, a label right there. I could not stuff I think there's pockets empty. I couldn't stuff every single pocket. It's just getting too much, too much stress. Here's another fabric swatch collage. This is from an antique German theater costume book. So these pages are super fragile. I reinforced it with some washi tape. I just didn't want it to start cracking, and it may start cracking on the inside. In fact, I think it has. But it should hold up, but I just wanted to mention that. Wallpaper. This is a piece from Luna Rozu, and this is one from Ruby and Pearl XO. Here's a pocket, some antique French almanac pages. Some receipt. This paper is fun and thin, so it's nice and crinkly. Here's another pocket with a pretty postcard. I'm gonna try to go faster, y'all. I'm losing light quick. There's a pocket up there. This is some vellum. That's Amity Bloom that I printed on vellum. Here's an antique French cabinet card. It's got a pretty back with a little girl. There's some antique, oh my goodness, there we go. There's some antique, I think this is a quilt piece. Yeah, some ticking from a quilt piece. Here's the old envelope. This is a digital. This envelope's authentic. This envelope's authentic. This one is a digital. Again, that's Luna Rozu, and there's a letter. Feels like it's a couple pages. The letter inside the original envelope. It's a pretty angel. I like this page. Here's a piece of ledger. This stuff is thinner too, so it's nice. Wallpaper. Here's another real envelope, an authentic old envelope. Here's one of those fun like note pieces that fell out of a ledger. I think it was French, yeah, January. Here's a little pocket. I love how it looks almost like a little curtain, doesn't it? Like a little curtain, and you're looking outside at your wildflowers. I love that. Here's the other side of the stock certificate. This is from, again, that girl from the beginning. And there's another vintage label. There's some wallpaper on the back that I covered with. Little accessory. This one's really fun. So it's just a page out of like a gardening book that I did this gold embossing on. Isn't that pretty? So this is Amity Bloom, and I love how this looks right here. It just looks so good. Just this spread and this spread. It goes together so well. Here's some antique wallpaper, old book page. This envelope cover is Amity Bloom. I didn't seal this so it can be journaled in and kind of shut back up to make it look like an envelope. Here is a tag that I made. There's an old invoice. This is from that same shop. Here's some extra old papers. I like the back too. And there's some stuff in this pocket. Some pretty plain cards. There's another one in there. I'm just not going to pull it out. I love this envelope. I love how that turned out. There's some antique wallpaper, some gold wallpaper, and I don't know if you can see, the lighting's so terrible. This is an angel. This is a cherub. It's a stamp that I embossed. Her birthday is in the beginning of April Fool's Day, I believe. So this is a page from a French agenda, and I covered it with vellum on the other side. This folds out. I didn't seal this. And there's some antique German book page. This is a French one. This one is like, this is the first page I've torn from this book I have. It's like a birthday book. But there's April 1st right there for her. And so I just tied this. She likes polka dots, so I tried to use some polka dotted sari wherever I could for her. So if she wants to seal that and make an envelope, she can. It's up to her. Pretty vellum. There's the other side of that French agenda. Some pretty sturdy, nice paper from the 1700s. Here's a pretty tag. Here is a fold out. Some gorgeous architecture. And here's the other sides of the pages. Here's a gorgeous tag. This one's really pretty. Oh, it's stuck on there. That paper clip's so little, but anyway, that came out really good. This one, I didn't knot the underside of this ribbon that I used to close it. See how you can pull it out, just in case you wanted to switch it or change it up, because it's getting so chunky. I didn't want anything else bulky, and I didn't put anything in here because I loved this page. This is from an antique poetry book. Like, there's so many, every page is literally like this, like a gorgeous illustration. Like, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that I wanted to really leave as is because it was too beautiful to cover it up. And I'm just gonna set the ribbon to the side. If you can see that. All right, here's a pocket here. This is a antique, or probably a vintage, like index card. This is Amity Bloom, the background. Gorgeous, and some lace. Like, you can actually tuck something up there if you want to. I just glued the sides so that way you could, or if it was something big, you could put it in the pocket and tuck it up. All right, this is from a gorgeous missile. This is Scan of Mine. Some French wallpaper. There's a little tag made from a file folder, and I've stuck some of this cool film washi in here. Might not come out, yeah. I just didn't want it to get lost in there. And this is Medieval Mirage, I believe. This is a digital from Medieval Mirage. I used a lot of, gosh, when I first started junk journaling, she was my girl. I love that shop. Here's like a little pocket with some old cards in it, like some antique children's cards. Some pretty, this is some antique French trim there. And there's the back. Some antique wallpaper. I think this one, yeah, this one's French too. This is a good spread too. Came out good. Here's some extra floral cards that I didn't use. There's some flat, isn't that pretty? It's a black pansy. That I did not use. Again, more collaging. French newspaper. There's some wallpaper back there. Here's some invoice. It's like an empty, non-written on invoice. Let me rephrase that. It's a little definition. It's for you, Angel. It's her name, Angel. All right, and then I clipped a little owl card here because they look too cute with that green background. This vellum is Amity Bloom that I printed on as well. And this is from that same artist, the girl that I mentioned in the very beginning. See, doesn't it look like maybe she draws right on it? There's more collaging here. This is gorgeous. I love how this came out. So she can like glue this up and make it an envelope. I didn't want to. Loved it just like it is. But it would be cool to gesso on it. This is from something that I scanned. And this is a pocket. I didn't want to cover that rose. So she could put a photo or whatever she liked in there. Here's another floral card, some antique quilt, some antique lace. Here's a little tuck spot tag, more dictionary pages, and I just collaged the back. I'm so sorry, I'm sitting here showing y'all this thing off camera. I keep looking outside. Because I'm so paranoid that I'm losing all of the light and it's just going to turn out horrible. So this is a scanned piece of wallpaper, you know, some ledger that I collaged, more pretty floral page. This is from an antique German is a bound book. Some wallpaper. Here's a little pocket. Here's a little flower that I picked and pressed myself. So dainty. Here, gosh, I can't even remember what I did to this page. Oh, there's a little like opening here, so there can be some secret journaling. There's something that you can tuck, like a little area you can tuck something back there, and then it folds out. So there's a couple different things going on there. A little pocket with some goodies, some ledger that's folded up. I'm not going to unfold it. And this is some wallpaper right here. Hope you guys can see that. This is something that I scanned to Antique Sample. This was from a gorgeous book. Has the best paper. It's got gorgeous accents, and I love the font. Love everything. There's, whoop, I don't want to take that out. I'm not going to be able to get it back in at this angle. There's some wallpaper there and just some collaging with an old photo. This is something of mine that I scanned, as is this. Here's an old French fashion page. So here's the pocket right here, and there's some goodies. I just paper put together. This is a pocket. I may not even try to get this out because I probably won't anyway. There we go. There's a pocket right there. Oh, I will never film past sunset again. Never. I didn't realize how much of a difference it made. Here's a real pretty antique French angel postcard. More pretty collaging. Look at that. Gosh, that is so pretty. I love that. And look at the heading. I thought that was cool. Tales of a Fashionable Life. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have to scooch the book over. I'm almost at the end, guys. This is painful. Painful for me. I'm sorry. On the other side of my scan, here is a vellum tag. This is Amity Bloom. That I put some antique ledger, and this is a baby pocket right here. I forgot I did that. I'm gonna have to do that again. This is cute. See? And this is thick. This is thick floral pages, like a cardstock. So if you put something in there, it's not going anywhere. This is a belly band made from an antique. Trying to figure out where it's from. It was going to Connecticut. Antique envelope. Really pretty. Some ledger. Book page. Here's an old greeting card. Oh, it's gorgeous. Here's a pretty pocket. This is from Amity Bloom. This is some wallpaper, as is this. There's an old French postcard. It's got a lot of pretty script on that one. Here's a tag. I'm doing it again, you guys. Veering off camera. Whole book page. And here's the end. Here's the back. There's some wallpaper that I tucked up in here for her. Isn't that pretty? And then there's a pocket right here with some goodies tucked in it. Oops. All right, you guys. So that is it. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to apologize profusely for the light. And I hope everyone has a good evening. Bye-bye.